is August 11th, and I'd like to call the Public Safety and Health Human Services meeting to order. The first item on the agenda is public appearances, non-agenda items. I apologize, I'm not in the room. Scott, do we have anyone in the room that wishes to speak?
The room is empty for that.
Thank you very much. So then we'll move on to the consent agenda with the approval of minutes from July 28th. If I'd have a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Great. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion or the consent agenda is approved. So then we'll move on to number 4, which is the review of the Huntington's Disease Society of America. If I could have a motion to approve that consideration for an application of a large-scale permit with sound.
I will make a motion to approve.
Wonderful, thank you. Tracy, can you give us some insight onto this one? Or I know I read that it's a run walk on August 16th, but do you have any additional information?
I do. They talked about possibly coming via Zoom tonight, but I don't think they've been able to join us yet. Originally, they were going to have a participation of 250 due to COVID measures and due to social distancing, as well as staff recommendation as how their event should go. They have limited that number to when they are participating in the park, that is no more than 25 participants taking place during the sound. And the run walk will be staggered so that they don't have participants grouping up more than social distancing allows.
Got it. I saw that they had listed the 250 people and was a little concerned about that. Did they ever say if they'd considered hosting a virtual event? Only asking because they listed that they don't plan to have additional items at the park, shelter, and then we're going to mail the t-shirts, that if they considered that just because of COVID or if they had any feedback?
They didn't have any feedback regarding other than they have other corporations in other states, and their other states are moving forward with their event as planned. So based on that, they would like to follow through and do the same here in Fitchburg. And I don't know if maybe somebody's joining us now, if that's them or not, but based on that, they would like to move forward.
I see that we do have a new attendee. Shayna, are you from the Huntington's disease, and would you be willing to speak? I apologize to just jump right in, but
I'm fine. Yes, I am with the Huntington's Disease Society of America, and let me know what you'd like me to speak about, just about the general plans for our event and
what we were talking
this crazy year.
Yes, that would be great if you could just give us kind of some insight into kind of your plan for how to break things up just because of the crazy year we're having.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the good news is, first of all, we only have like 30 total people registered anyway. And out of those, I think a lot of them just registered to do some online fundraising. So I don't even think that many people are going to come. We had a request from a lot of the families, though, that they still really enjoy going to these events as a family and walking the course and taking their picture at the finish line. So basically our plan is we're doing 4 of them around the state. It's just going to be a very laid back day. We set up the course. It's going to be absolutely no touch, no contact. The course is open for 4 hours. And the families can show up at any time during the 4 hours. They'll show up, they'll pick up a map. We're not selling anything. We're not vending any food. So there will be absolutely no touch, no contact at all. They'll pick up the map, they'll do the course, and we take a picture of them at the finish line. And then that's the picture that they give to their fundraisers. Some people might run the course, some people might walk the course, but obviously this year looks very different. We're not going to put up any no parking signs or anything like that, just because we are going to be having the course open for the 4-hour time period. My husband is in charge of setting up the course, and he'll continuously monitor the course to make sure everybody's safe, and they all have his contact information if they do run into an issue. But I know it does seem super crazy to be having this year, but we found that people are fundraising a lot more when they actually do show up to the event and do it. And several of the families still wanted to. And so, yeah, but if there's anything from you guys that you want to make sure of, or any additional safety measures you want us to take, I think you have a copy of our safety plan and our map and all of that. But let me know if there's anything else in general that you're thinking.
Thank you. I appreciate the insight. I was just asking Tracy just that I saw on the form that it was 250 people, and that just made me nervous, just that realizing that it was just a different type of year.
No, that was the original plan, was 250 people, and then COVID hit. So,
Yes.
so yes, unfortunately, just like a bunch of charities, we're taking a big hit this year. But yes. So like I said, our current registration is like 30, 32. And again, of those, I would guess, we might get a few families of 4 show up and just walk the course. So that's really what we're looking at for this year.
That's very helpful. Tracy, anything else to add? Shannon, any questions?
Shauna, would it be okay if we amended your application to change that to, I think you said it was 32 people registered?
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. And again, the registration might go up a little bit by then, but I don't foresee there's not going to be any gathering of people at all. Absolutely. Do you want me to update that and send it in, or do you want to do that?
We can go ahead and amend it with your permission. So.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely a huge change. And then obviously the other change is there's going to be no gathering of people. Or normally in a year, we'd have everybody together and warm up together and do this whole speech and talk. And this year it's show up at any time and just walk the course. And we're also discouraging people from even spending time at the pavilion afterward. Obviously it's a public park and people might want to play with their families in the playground or whatever, but we're definitely not encouraging people to hang out there and gather at all.
Got it. That's very helpful. Okay, that sounds great. Tracy, you'll amend that. That sounds fantastic. And Shannon, it looked like no questions. Okay, great. So then I think we're ready to vote. All those in favor of approving the license, say aye.
Aye.
Perfect. Motion's approved. Thank you very much for coming in and answering questions.
Wow, that was super easy, you guys. And again, if there's anything else you need of me or any further questions, please let me know.
And Shauna, we'll mail that license out to you, okay?
All right, great. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
All right, so then we're moving to 5, which is the consideration for the Apple Gardens Class A coverage. Shannon, if you wouldn't mind making a motion for that item.
I'll make a motion.
Perfect.
To approve, or, yeah.
To approve the 5A this is the malt beverage and intoxicating liquor license for the Apple Garden. And this was postponed from
Right.
the 28th meeting. So yeah, I appreciate it. And then I know, David, thank you so much for coming in. That I know you came in before, and Tracy gave us some insight, just that it was the Class A for the away. But if you wouldn't mind giving us some additional information, or if you had anything else to add.
No, I think I just had a little bit of confusion, but that's all been straightened out. So it's a takeaway approach. They're basically going to be marketing local hard cider from our cooler. So pretty simple.
And Tracy, anything to add?
Nope, I have nothing to add.
Okay, perfect. No, yes, takeaway cider sounds fantastic and makes a heck of a lot of sense at the Apple Garden. Shannon, any questions?
No.
Okay, if we're ready to vote then, all those in favor of approving the Class A fermented malt beverage and cider license, say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. Thank you very much for coming in, David.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Thanks, David.
Good to see you, Scott.
Thank you.
The only announcement is that our next meeting is August 25th. And then we can move to adjournment if we have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
So moved. We are now adjourned.